This is Sandra at Arty Card Air. Today I don't have a project as such. I'm going to talk about a starter pack. I have had quite a few people who have subscribed to my blog that have said they're very interested in what I'm making, but they are complete beginners to crafting and would love to know how to get started. So before I start, I'd like to thank all of the people who have subscribed to my blog and who are following me. Thank you very much indeed. It's really nice to know that there is someone who is interested in what I'm doing on the other side of the camera. So my starter pack is 4 items that you will need to get started. These 4 items will make boxes, cards, gift tags, little bags like this that you can put little chocolate treats in. It will make bookmarks, lots of things. The world is your oyster. You can get going and make lots of things just with these 4 items. Now these 4 items here come to £44. These items come to £44. So with Christmas coming, if you feel that you would like to buy this starter pack, you'd like to get a relative to buy it for you, then this is your great opportunity, because you are going to make lots of things with this. So it's well worth the money. And this Stampin trimmer that Stampin Up sell, it has inches on it and centimetres. So if you like working in inches or centimetres, whatever your preference is, this will be fine. This cutter opens up, it's got a little arm that opens up, and it goes up to 14 inches, which is about 36 centimetres. So it doesn't matter whether your card or your paper measures 12 by 12 inches or longer, you're going to be able to fit it on this machine. This part lifts up. You put your paper underneath and put it down onto your paper. This end here is the cutter, and this end here is the scorer. So you can cut and score with just one board. If I turn it over like this, you have a little pocket underneath here where you can keep your replacement blades, which are replaced extremely easily. So when your blade will last for a long time, but when you need to replace it, you can keep your replacements in these pockets, or any little item that you fancy could fit into there. So I'll turn that back up this way. So that is your stamping trimmer. Now this costs £27, and I think it's worth every penny. It's going to last you years, and you are going to make hundreds of projects with it. So that's your stamping trimmer. Now we're going to talk about card. The card comes in many colours. This is pages 142 in the Stampin' Up catalogue. Shows you lots and lots of different coloured card. All these cards match up with the designer series papers. So let me just explain what I mean by that. This is a pack of card. There are 24 sheets, A4 sheets in the pack. 8 sheets 8 sheets are this. Let me tell you what colour this is. This is on page. I've chosen the Pretty Petals, and in that card stack, in that card pack, you get Calypso Coral, Mint Macaron and Old Olive. So this is Mint Macaron. You get 8 sheets of Mint Macaron. You get 8 sheets of Old Olive. And you get 8 sheets of Calypso Coral. Like that. So you get 24 sheets of that. If you match it up with this Pretty Petals Designer Series paper stack, which I'll just show you, you get 48 sheets which measure 6 by 6 inches, which is 15.2 by 15.2 centimetres. And you get lots and lots of designs. Now, they've done the designs on both sides of the paper. So if you don't fancy one side, you've got the other side to choose from. And you've got 48 sheets. You get 4 sheets of the same design as you go along, work your way along. So you're getting lots and lots for your money. You're going to make lots of projects, lots of boxes, lots of things with 24 sheets of card and 48 sheets of Designer Series paper. If you say, well, I don't really like that colour scheme, well, you can buy cardstock in black. You can buy it in Tip Top Taupe is a creamy colour. You could just get basic white cardstock. If white card is what you want to use white card. But on pages, if you want to go online and to look at the catalogue on my blog, pages 142 to 144 will show you all the Designer Series papers, all the matching up cardstocks. If you want to mix it all up and put different coloured cardstocks with different coloured papers, entirely up to you. But for today, I'm going to show you, this, by the way, is the Cherry on the Top Designer Series paper stack. This is for birthdays, and if you want to make birthday cards to give to your friends for their birthdays, you want to do a matching gift tag, or you might want to make a little box or a bag to give them as a gift. You can do it all in matching things with this. Very pretty papers in this Cherry on Top. You can get matching card, or you could just use white if that's what you like. So we're now going to get started, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with all this paper and card. So today I'm calling this part 1 of my starter series, and I will show you over the following weeks what you're going to make just with 4 items. And by the way, I forgot to mention that the 4th item is your glue. Now this glue comes in, you can use whichever glue you prefer. Let me just go through the different glue that we have. You've got this liquid glue. This is called Tombow, but it's a liquid glue. You've got 2 different ends, a small end with a small hole, so that you just put small amounts onto your paper or card, or you've got this end where you'll get more glue out if you've got a large area to cover. So that's the liquid glue. It's called Tombow. This takes a little bit longer to dry, but it does the job. And if you like working with this, you can use this, and you get a little bit more of what I call wibble room. So when you put your paper onto your card, you've got a bit more time to move it around on there with this liquid glue. Then you've got tear and tape. This tape is exactly what it says. It's strong adhesive, normally used for boxes, but you can use it on card, and it does exactly what it says. It tears. And then you lift one side up. Let me just show you that on a piece of paper. You put that down on your paper, you peel off the little backing, and that is sticky, and you can stick whatever you want onto that. So that's tear and tape. This is snail adhesive, and it literally does what it says. You know what a snail does outside in your garden, makes like a snail trail which looks all sticky and gluey. Well, that's what this does. It leaves a gluey trail. So let me just show you that. Hope you can see this. You run that along there and you will have glue that is sticky. And it's very quick to do, very quick and easy, very clean because it's dry. You won't get it on your fingers so much as you would the liquid glue, so it's useful. You've also got your fast fuse glue, and this is very sticky, and it's really mainly used for boxes. It is extra sticky and mainly used for boxes, but you can use whichever glue you prefer. So now we're going to get on, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this pack. So I've prepped up in this bag some of the papers and some of the card that I've used. So I've made this card here, I've prepped it up and I've cut it. Now what you do with your card, an A4 sheet can be cut to make a card. A simple card, you can either cut it down that way and fold your card that way, or you can cut it down that way and fold your card that way. So here you can see that I've cut this down the middle that way, the lengthways, and then I folded it in half that way. On this card here, I've cut it in half this way, so that way across. So now I'm folding it in half that way, so your card stands up that way or stands up that way. Let's see, that way or that way, whichever you prefer. So in order to do that, I will show you how to do that. We're now going to cut it down that way. Now this measures 8 and 2/8 of an inch. So to cut it in half, that's 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimetres. So we put it into our cutting board at 4 1/8, or if you're working in centimetres, 10.5. And with the cutting blade that's at the bottom, you push it up to the top, and there you have it. You have cut your paper, your card in half. All you now need to do is to fold that way, and you've got your card. Fold that way, and you've another card. So out of one sheet of A4, you can make 2 cards. And you can do that with any of these 3 colours or any colour that you've chosen. Then I have got my stack of paper here. You pull one out, you decide which design you want, you pull it out of the stack. So easily it comes out. And then you want to cut your paper to put on your card. So, because my card measures 4 1/8 or 10.5 centimetres by 3 3/4 inches or 9.5, so that's 10.5 by 9.5. So you now want to cut this paper needs to be cut at 5.5 inches by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut 3 3/4, 3 3/4, save the piece you cut off, don't throw it away, by 5.5. Cut. Keep your bits because they might be useful. Never throw them away. And you will see that that layers up onto there beautifully. Beautifully. So you've got your pieces that you've cut off. If you turn it over to the other side, you'll see you've got a different paper. So if you wanted to cut that at 5.5 inches, like this, and you wanted to layer that down there, look how you've created a card without any effort at all. All you need to do now is to stick that down. So let's move the board out of the way for the moment, and we are now going to stick the paper. I'm going to use this liquid glue to show you how you do it with the liquid glue. So when we get this working, and get it coming out. So I've got that working, so you just put a small amount. You don't want to go too mad with it, not necessary. So can you see I put a small amount of glue on there, and now I'm going to stick that down on my card. Like that. So that was easy, wasn't it? And now I'm going to do the same with the paper that I cut and turned the other way. So on we go with that. And you can see just a small amount goes a long way and sticks it down. So then we put that right down the centre. Like that. Oh, so good job we've got some extra wiggle room with this. As I said, you get extra wiggle room with this liquid glue. So that is our card made. And how quick was that? How quick was that? Now, if you want to buy, let me show you another. Let's put this. I've cut this same size, 5.5 by 3 3/4, and centimetres. That was, what was that in centimetres? 14 by 9.5. 14 by 9.5 centimetres. So we're now going to stick that down, and I'm going to stick this down with snail, just to show you how good this works too. So with the snail, you go round the outside, all the way around the outside with your snail, tiny bit in the middle, and lay it onto your card. Make sure it's straight, and there you are. Now, so what happened with this is that I saw this piece here and thought that looks nice on there, so I can put that piece across the middle. So I cut that to go across the middle. So we'll get our snail again. And now we're going to put that across the middle. So we've now created 2 cards in a few minutes. Now that pack, as I explained before, costs £44. £44 for 24 sheets of card, the Stampin trimmer, a whole pack of 48 sheets of designer series paper, and some Tombow glue, £44. Now if your budget is, say, a little bit more, and you wanted to get some rhinestones, you could get rhinestones for another, let me see, £4.50 will buy you a whole sheet of rhinestones, or a whole sheet of pearls for £4.50, or you might want to buy some of these little embellishments to put on your card like that. How nice is that? It's just finished it off. A little thing like that has just made it look different altogether. Or you might want to put a bit of cord on. You might want to just do some cord. Or you might want to use some ribbon. You might want to cut some ribbon and do a ribbon bow. Or you might want to get some Christmas embellishments like that. So the choice is yours. It all depends what your budget is. If you wanted to get a butterfly punch, it's according to your budget. Or you could cut a little butterfly out. You could cut a little butterfly out with your card. Just cut a little butterfly out. You could put some little rhinestone jewels. We'll quickly do that to show you. These small jewels come on a string. I'm just going to take 3 off like that and set them down the middle. Stick your butterfly on with some glue. Stick your butterfly on with some glue, and look how pretty that is. And you've got a lovely card to send someone. But you're not just making one card with this pack. You're going to make lots. You're going to make boxes like this. Gift tags. Lots and lots of projects. So keep watching, and over the next few weeks I will show you how with a starter pack of 4 items, all the things that you can make. So do look out for that, and I hope that I have inspired you today to want to craft. It is a lovely thing to do with your time, especially during the long cold winter months when I find it's very dull outside. This will keep you happy. It will keep you being creative. So I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope I've been of help and assistance to those who have asked me to put this pack together. And so don't forget that you can go online if you would like to have a look at the catalogues. Click around the website. It won't cost you anything. Just have a look at what is on there and how you can get started with your starter pack. And don't forget to add the hostess code. If you add the hostess code at the end of the month, you will get a little free gift in the post from me. So don't put no contact, because if you do, I won't be able to be there. I won't be able to send you the gift. So that's goodbye from me now at SandraRartyCardAir.blogspot.com. Thank you and goodbye.